Good evening and welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town, and you're going to see tonight why we're the best town around as we celebrate National Women's History Month for the first time in Woodbridge Township. I'm going to introduce some people. First of all, let's get these three dudes out of the way. Councilman Kyle Anderson, Councilman Greg Ficara, Councilman Corey Spiller. You don't have to clap. It's not National Men's Day, it's National Women's Day. So we have a whole host of people. I'm going to save the best for last, but let me start to my right. Former councilwoman and current chief of staff and head of redevelopment, Carolyn Ehrlich. The head of our youth centers throughout the township, Shirley Genty. Our planning director and a 30-plus year employee of the township of Woodbridge, Marta Lefsky. Fifth Ward Councilwoman Debbie Meehan. Newly appointed and soon to be elected Councilwoman from the First Ward, Sharon McAuliffe. Lisbeth DeJesus's two daughters who are following in the footsteps of her terrific mother, Brianna and Maddie. We have 3 of the 17 police officers in the Woodbridge Police Department. 4. And I'm supposed to know how to count. 4, I'm thinking of the fire behind them. There's 4 of the Woodbridge Police Department female officers. We have Officer Sohn, Officer Minsel, Officer Lopez, and Officer Anderson. In the back we have the 3, just last week they were appointed the 3 very first hired firefighters anywhere in Woodbridge Township. They were appointed and sworn into the Woodbridge Fire Department. Officers Chimetti, Haggerty, and Rivera. Let's hear for them. They are true trailblazers. Over here we have Gianna Davis, an author and member of our library board. We have Monica Eppinger, who runs our library, is the executive director. We have Taylor DeLeo from the library board. We have Isha Valles, the longtime president of the library board. We have principal from School 9 in Port Reading, Patricia Fitzgerald. And we have vice principal from Island Middle School, JFK High School, Dr. Taylor Lott. All right, and our special guest, and please don't ask me to say all your names, that's impossible. We have Brownies and Girl Scouts from Troop 83340 and 80228 and 83544. Did we get them all? All right, let's hear for our Girl Scouts. We have a whole lot of people in the audience. I see Cindy Lewis from our planning board. We have the mayor's secretary, Cindy Bentz. Carol's admin assistant on redevelopment, Heather LaMotta. We have Vito's admin, Nicolette Dunn. We have a longtime paralegal for Woodbridge Township, Erica Aber. We have the artist formerly known as Kelly Mitch, who left our employment and went to another town. We have a whole bunch of anybody. You have Kim Ilians. Kim. Oh, there's Kim. Kim Ilians from our planning board. I'm sorry, I didn't see you behind Cole.
Or Megan.
Jen Burns from the purchasing agent. Anybody else? I can't see everybody. Oh, all right, I'll get to her. Jay, you don't count. I'm not introducing you. No, you don't count. All right, Jay's here, whatever. We have our assistant communications director, Megan Kushba. Oh, Shante Walker from our Housing Authority Commissioner. In other words, there's a whole lot of very accomplished professional women here who do great jobs for Woodbridge Township as employees or as board members or as elected officials. And now I'd like to turn the microphone over for the night to the young lady who had the idea that we should do this night, the idea that we should do everything we do for Women's History Month, and I know she's going to talk about it, but these vignettes we've been doing are great. We started them with Black History Month. We carried them over into Women's History Month. She is the force behind tonight. She's the force behind the entire effort for Woodbridge Township to recognize and celebrate Women's History Month. Ladies and gentlemen, Councilwoman at Large, Lisbeth DeJesus.
So I wrote something. March is recognized in the United States as Women's History Month, and every year, March 8th is recognized as International Women's Day and is celebrated globally. This is the time that we celebrate and commemorate the contributions that women have made academically, culturally, politically, and economically. We celebrate the resilience, determination, and strength of women here in the United States who overcame and are overcoming roadblocks in order to achieve their dreams. Although it has been 100 years since women got the right to vote in local and national elections, there is still work to be done. There is still work to be done to achieve equal pay, to fight against sexual harassment, workplace discrimination, and to exercise our right to decide our reproductive rights. However, I would like to highlight some huge accomplishments. In 2021, the first female vice president, Vice President Kamala Harris, was elected. Economist Janet Yellen became the first woman to head the Treasury Department since it was founded in 1789. The national women's soccer team just won a 6-year battle to achieve equal pay. For the first time ever, the NFL had a woman referee officiating the Super Bowl. We have the first nomination and hopeful appointment of an African-American woman to the Supreme Court. Every day, women and girls all over the world are breaking the mold and accomplishing greatness. Today, I am extremely proud to celebrate and raise the flag to celebrate Women's History Month in Woodbridge Township. I would like to thank our mayor, administration, and my fellow councilmates for embracing and supporting our celebration here in our township. We had the opportunity to feature and talk to some phenomenal women in the areas of public service, education, business, and law enforcement who are living their dreams, and they talk about the obstacles they had to overcome. They also provided advice for the girls and young women in our township. Throughout the month, we will be profiling inspirational women from our township. My goal is to continue to work in making Woodbridge an inclusive place while celebrating our differences. My hope is that our girls, our young women, find inspiration and support while continuing to work towards their goals. So today, take a moment and thank a woman that inspires you. I will leave you with a short poem that I read today. To all the movers, the makers, the shakers, to those who shout loud, who stand strong, and when needed, quietly move on. To those who build empires, move mountains, push boundaries, raise babies, make memories, and refuse to take no for an answer. You are the ladies paving the way for the new generation. Stand tall and stand strong for all that you are. Strong, amazing women. Thank you.
I'm looking around for other people to say a few words, and I'm getting a lot of no's. Well, first I want to add to Lizbeth's list of famous women what's near and dear to my heart. The New York Yankees hired the very first women manager in baseball history this year in the single A team. So that's a very big accomplishment too. Ladies and gentlemen, Debbie Meehan, 5th Ward Councilwoman.
Woman, Councilwoman. Just thanks, Lizbeth. This is an amazing thing. It's so great to see so many people out here, young, older, police officers, firefighters. It's amazing to see you ladies do what you do, and we really appreciate everything you do for Woodbridge Township. And to the young ones, these are the people that you look up to and someday you want to aspire to be. So be strong, just like Lizbeth said, and be proud and keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, Liz.
I'd now like to ask Dr. Kayla Lott, who worked for this district many years ago, left and just came back in September, if she would say a few words.
So I have to say I was bullied into doing this. And as an assistant principal, I'm definitely doing HIB on this as soon as I get back to work. But I have to say, I am so happy to be here. Mrs. DeJesus invited me here, and I have to say I've been a part of the DeJesus family for a while now. I taught Brianna in 6th grade at IMS years ago. And just being back here and just seeing this celebration of women is super exciting. Being a woman leader, period, is an accomplishment, but being a woman leader, a mom, a scholar, I just think it's really important to be celebrated, and I feel so great to be in a district who appreciates me. So thank you, I appreciate that.
All righty. Thank you. I want to recognize Officer Cindy Chavez, who just joined us, who, by the way, is a superstar with the Domestic Violence Response Team, and we know how important that is to Woodbridge Township. I'd now like to ask Isha Valles, the president of our library board, to say a few words.
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you all for coming here today as we celebrate women in every walks of life. Go girls, go women!
All right, I also would like to introduce Ilya from Girl Scout Troop 80228. And if you can take your mask off for your talk here, and please, if you would say a few words.
Hello, my name is Ilya. I've been in Girl Scouts for a long time, more than half my life at this point, and oh my God, what could I say about my troop? The girls in my troop, they're my family. I've gone through so much stuff with them. I've cried in front of them, they've cried in front of me, and I'm just like, I'm not one to cry. So when I say I cry in front of somebody, it's like a lot. But no, they're my family, and my troop leaders, Nicole and Michelle, they're second moms to me. They've been there for me through everything, and they just they're making me into a better woman. So.
Thank you. So each of you, when this is over, we present the proclamation. See all these women here and all these women here. Each of you pick one out and just go over and say hi, introduce yourself, and start talking to them. And there's just enough women to match one for every Girl Scout. All right, so don't fight over them. Just go over, all of you too. Just pick one out and say hello, introduce yourself, say my name is so-and-so, I'm in the Girl Scouts, and they'll tell you who they are and what they do, although in some cases you will already know, because the police uniforms are a dead giveaway. But I think it'll be very good for you. So thank you for coming out. I really think it means a lot to this ceremony to have the Girl Scouts come out to this. And now we would like to present this proclamation to Lizbeth De Jesus, and we'll take a few pictures.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. Brianna, and why don't you slide over a little bit that way? Slide to the right. How's that for a picture? Congratulations, Lizbeth. Great job.
So this is very lovely, and I appreciate this proclamation, but I gotta say that the work that we don't do it for the awards. We just do it because we really and truly believe and want what's best for Woodbridge Township and for all of our residents. So if you see my shirt, it says empowered women, empower women. And I truly and honestly believe in that. So anybody that wants to talk to me, you're more than welcome to. And I appreciate each and every one of you for being here today. It means a lot, and next year we'll double the size.
All right. Thank you all very much for coming out.